guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 5 young adult romance books. They are part of a standalone series, so you can read them in whatever order you want. But reading them in publication order is the most fun because there are little Easter eggs along the way. Today, we are going to be starting a little series, I guess, where I'm going to be doing a deep dive of my books once more. I have gotten a few DMs of people asking what each book is about, and I figured it could be fun to just dive back into some books. We're going to focus on one book, maybe one book a month, perhaps. I don't know. And we're focusing on this book today because guys, fun things are happening. I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's just hop in. If you like this kind of content where I talk about my books and kind of do a little, I don't know, just talk about it, give this video a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. And without further ado, let's hop into our quick overview of Out of My League. This book right here is called Out of My League, and it features Sophia Wallace and Walsh Hunter. This book, if you guys don't know much about me or my journey, maybe you're new here because we have gotten a lot of new subscribers. Hello, so glad you're here. If you guys don't know much about this book, I initially queried it and I actually got accepted from a publication company. It got accepted, and then we were in communications for a year, or we tried to be. I emailed them, they did not email me back, and then they ended up rescinding their offer. So talk about an ego boost. This book was initially titled Hitting a Home Run, and though I do love that title, I do think Out of My League is so much better because Sophia just feels so much out of her league as she fake dates Walsh. Now, I'm going to read the back cover blurb in case you guys don't know what this book is about. It's all fun and games until someone catches feelings. Sophia's life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. There's a freaking typo on the back cover of this blurb. How funny is that? Okay. I have it written, Sophia's life isn't all sunshine in rainbows. That's awkward. This book has been out for a year now and I never noticed that. It's fine. That's just proof about how things just slip through, We're all human. It's fine. I'm internally freaking out about it though. Her relationship with her parents is complicated. Her favorite class at school is getting cut from the curriculum so the funding can go to the baseball team, and she loses all chance of interning for her favorite newspaper in the fall. Everything is going down the drain. And then her boyfriend publicly dumps her at a party, which is mortifying and the icing on the freaking cake. To make matters worse, captain of the baseball team and the most popular guy at Bayview High, Walsh Hunter, jumps in and throws his arm around Sophia, declaring his undying love for her. He was faking it, of course, but no one else seems to realize it. And suddenly, she's thrown into a world of fake relationships and undercover journalism, and Sophia realizes she's way, way out of her league. Good thing she's got the team captain to teach her how to play. But faced with choosing between saving her journalism class or her newfound feelings for Walsh, will she strike out or hit a home run? I gotta go check Amazon, make sure I didn't put that typo on Amazon. Yes, so that is the back cover blurb for Out of My League. Typos and all, it's fine. This book has a special place in my heart because I used to write young adult paranormal romance or fantasy or things like that. And this was the first book that I kind of took seriously in the contemporary genre. I used to write One Direction fan fiction, and that was contemporary, but I kind of moved away from that in high school, and I was writing more fantastical things, and I had the urge to go back to that contemporary realm, and then I chose this book as my first book to kind of take it seriously, to see, okay, is this a genre that I love writing, or am I, is it just a just for fun kind of thing? And I wrote this book and I absolutely fell in love with every aspect of the contemporary world. It was just so fun, it was so freeing, and Walsh Hunter has stolen my heart. I always talk about my other books and how if I had to pick a love interest that I would want as a boyfriend, I think it would definitely be Walsh. I feel bad saying that because I do love all the other guys, but if I wanted to have a boyfriend myself, I think it would be Walsh Hunter. And Sophia is super sweet also because she is so determined and ambitious, and I love writing characters who are ambitious, who know what they want and want to fight for what they want. I think there's something very empowering about that. At least for me, I feel really empowered writing characters who are kind of more take the story into their own hands rather than let the story pass them by. And so Sophia is writing this article on the baseball team in order to save her journalism career. But writing that article means kind of digging up some dirt on Walsh, and I don't know if she's okay with that. It is such a fun story, and I absolutely loved writing it. This was actually my second book that I ever published. So this is book 2 in the Love in Fenton County series. Even though I wrote this one first, I published it second. That's a long story. Yes, this is book 2. This is the second book I've ever published. So I've learned a lot since publishing this book. This is actually one of my top performing books, to be honest. This book is one of my readers' favorites as well. I think it's the fake relationship, and I also think because Walsh Hunter, he's just swoon worthy, okay? I gotta stop talking about him like he's an actual person. I made him up in my head. It makes sense that I would like him. So yeah, Out of My League. It is how many pages is it? It is 311 pages. Oh no, 312 pages. My bad. 312 pages, and there are how many chapters? 26 chapters, I believe. Well, there's 25 plus an epilogue. So a lot happens in this book, and I really think this is one of my favorite books that I've ever written, mostly probably because it was my first contemporary book that I took seriously and wanted to start my publishing career with, you know, like build my publishing career with, I suppose. This was actually the book that spurred me into choosing to indie publish. Once this book was rejected by that publishing company, I had the choice where I could try and query it again, but I was just so brokenhearted over the whole experience because it like wasted a year of me being accepted with a publishing company, thinking it was going to be published, for sure thinking it was going to be published. I told everybody I knew that it was accepted by a publishing company, and then they ended up rescinding their offer, and it really just broke my heart. They rescinded their offer because the person who had accepted my book left the company, and nobody else wanted to pick it up, and it just broke my heart, you know. So I was like, well, I could try and query it again, but I was just so broken up over the whole experience, and I'm like, you know what, fine, let's just learn about indie publishing. And even though this was the second book that I published, it was the book that spurred me into that indie publishing world, self-publishing world, and honestly, it was like the best decision I've ever made. And I say it, and I mean it, okay? Like, I'm not even just saying that to say it. There's something so awesome about doing this myself. I loved the idea of having it traditionally published, but as I learned how to self-publish and how to properly like market myself, it turned into this magical experience of being able to do this all myself and being able to make it work for me. You know, there's something truly so awesome about that. Like, I'm a little entrepreneur, you know, and I've always wanted to own my own business, and this is kind of like owning my own business. I do own my own self-publishing company. It's called Golden Crown Publishing, LLC. So I started my own LLC to publish these books, and it's just been so fun to see the whole journey unfold, and it's all because this book was rejected. Honestly though, I wouldn't change anything about that whole publisher experience, because when they did accept my book, they suggested that I change a few things and add in a few more subplots. Doing that kind of taught me how a book needs to have subplots, because like initially Sophia was the kind of girl who just let the story pass her by. She wasn't a journalist. She wasn't anything. She was just there, you know, and she fake dated Walsh to make her ex jealous. So that was, I don't know, it just wasn't great. And then through that whole experience, they taught me how a book needs a few more subplots to be engaging and be very gripping. And that was how it was for me. They taught me that, and I made those changes into this book. In the end, they didn't want it, but in the end, I'm so happy with how the product turned out, and I'm actually very happy that I was able to do this on my own, because it taught me I can do this on my own. I love fake relationships as well. I think they're super fun, and I love the fake relationship in this one. I think it is so interesting and dynamic and very awesome, if I do say so myself. There's one song that really fits this book to a T. Catherine Downen actually showed it to me. It is called Reckless by Becoming Young. Guys, if you read this book and enjoyed it, go check out that song. It is perfection. I think my parents are home and they're gonna walk in and I'm gonna be recording. This is gonna be awkward. Hi.
Hi.
The ebook for Out of My League is actually on sale now for 99 cents on all platforms. I have this. So if you guys want to go snag your copy, the universal link is down below, as well as the Amazon link is down below. So definitely go check it out. I'll also link my video where I dreamcast all my characters down below as well, because in that video you can see how I imagine Walsh and Sophia. I think, or maybe did I do Walsh? I might not have done Walsh. But there's some awesome suggestions in the comments of that video about who people think Walsh could look like. So definitely go check that out if you're interested. As well, if you're interested in more depth about my publication journey and why I chose to self-publish, I'll have that video linked down below as well. I published that a year ago, back last June. So the sale for Out of My League is a belated, like, 1-year anniversary sale. So if you guys want to grab your copy, I definitely suggest grabbing your copy and celebrating the belated 1-year birthday of this book. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 5 young adult romance books, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hang on, the lighting is being very strange. It's because I have my back to a window. It's not the best idea if you want to have nice lighting, but it also is the best with the curtains, like the best background. So we're just gonna wing it today.